Either way, I would leave letters, written in my particular alphabet of color, sound, and feeling. And I would hope you would understand. If you're thinking about me, I'm still here. Because I once was. I'll always be here. A person can't disappear, which is to say that to stay is the thing to do. I can't disappear, but I can fix a bedsheet and go to sleep all comfy cozy and say, at least this. There's so much I want to tell you. I don't know where to start. Like all my new favorite songs, or what I did last Thursday. It's November now, the kitchen table is on the wall. The sun does that. It's lower in the sky, peers in like a prying neighbor. I'm trying not to get sad about time passing. I tell myself that 4 p.m. is no different as midnight, in terms of it all and whatever. The big scheme, the big plan. What happened to all my big plans? I really need to wear my glasses now. Can't see people's faces at dinner. And my wisdom teeth are hurting, but I'm not wise. Could hardly open my mouth there for a bit. So much to say, so much to apologize for. There's so much I want to tell you. There's nothing in the world that doesn't matter. This is the rice cooker. It cooks rice. This is me running up the stairs on a Thursday. This is a package I haven't opened yet. This is the absurdly large Saltburn poster they gave me at the theater. It is larger than it seems. This is the closet we locked ourselves in when we were like 5. We cried and cried. These are grapes, so sweet they taste like cotton candy. And this is the
I don't care, I'd rather sink than call Brad for help
print. These are my sneakers. They're the dad shoe type, which I always thought looked silly, but they're comfy and look good with jeans, so. This is my wretched phone. And this is the June birthday month Beanie Baby Bear. Hello. This is the garden and the trees. My grandma once told me she liked them because they look like they're waving, so now they wave to me. This is the date. Already August. This is my reflection. I make faces at it. I have brown hair and brown eyes. I'm not tall and I'm not short. This is a certain ambivalence. This is the rug I lie on when I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. This is one of those days where it feels like I can't do anything. I'm as good as a speck of dust. No outstanding breakthroughs will be had today. No. Today is for objectivity. For things I can see and feel. Nothing more. This is it. I'm just fine. To be well-adjusted and to do respectable things. There's the desire to be a normal girl, to not read crunchy literature, to not make strange lists, chicken breast, to be well-adjusted and to do respectable things. Get a job my parents can be proud of, reapply chapstick in a busy place. GTG for gotta go. My family doesn't know what I do when I'm in my room. There's a can of ginger ale on my windowsill that's debublifying by the second. Soda on the tongue sounds like static, tastes like applause. I'm trying to make my dreams come true. As silly as that sounds, it is do or die. Do you get what I mean? I'd like to wear a sundress and take a picture where I'm smiling with my eyes closed and maybe one leg lifted, why not? And be a person who calls people babe or sweetie. Wake up like, on a sunny day. It keeps raining lately. Rain sounds like static and applause and all those texts I typed but never sent. There's the desire to be understood, to be known, which I'm starting to think I've got to let go of. Because there's the desire to not have the desires, to not have the dreams, to be satisfied so as not to be disappointed. Am I speaking too baroquely? I think I'm hiding behind the words. I want to smile on a happy Saturday. I want to sip a milkshake with a cherry on top. I want to be pretty like that. And I want my mind to be like a calm ocean at sunset. No more sticky static. I desire. Even though there's no such thing as a normal person. Everybody's weird. You have your story, I have mine. The romance with the neighbor boy started and ended on a Tuesday. Different Tuesdays. Several Tuesdays apart. In the summer, I was 17. He saw me swimming. Rather, I saw him see me swimming. Hello, I said. I should have been kinder. I was in a mood. Our houses are separated by a fence and lots of grass, so really we were more like shouting until he walked closer. I'm just getting that ball, he said. That's why I was looking at you, not being weird or anything. You're good. Twice his dog had run up my family's driveway, but I'd never seen him before. I've never seen you before, I told him. Well, I'm usually in college, he said. This is my first time at the house, actually. I just graduated high school. I said, I don't know why. Oh, congrats, he said. You're only at the beginning. I nodded because I didn't know what else to say. Only now do I really know what he meant. There's not much going on in the suburbs. I was young and bored, waiting for the rest of my life to happen. He was older and cool and mysterious. I didn't learn his name until the 5th time we met at the fence. Ben. Ben? What? Ben's like the most boring name ever. You're the most boring name ever. Okay, you sound too. It's after Walter Benjamin, the German philosopher. I don't know what you're talking about, except I would know. Fall semester sophomore year, I read Benjamin for class, and everyone was saying smart things around the table. Well, I was thinking about the guy who taught me things I didn't need to know at 17. Still, there's the feeling that something's wrong with me, which maybe is the only normal feeling that everyone has. Maybe. The feeling that I'm supposed to be 21 a different way. I think this is a very normal feeling. Yes, I think so. Lettuce, tomato, cucumber, broccoli, peppers, corn, chickpeas, beans, fish, and other things may be sagwa, bung, olive oil, garlic, salad dressing with rice. Eggs that don't crack. What do I buy instead of lettuce? Cabbage. What do I do with cabbage? Steam, bake, fry, stovetop, fire. What happens to a thing when you cut off its air? Is it okay that this is pink? My stomach just moved. Is that okay? This is dirty. Will I forget that this is dirty? I want to thank the woman for showing me to the milk aisle. I want the security guard to know I smiled back at him. It's just that it was dark. Is that man following me home? Do I make sense? sound in my sleep. Am I wasting my brain? Are you listening to me? Really was I burden in those 2 weeks? Would it be better if I were somewhere else? Would it break your heart if I went somewhere else? Can I drink this? Is it okay if I drink this lemonade?
Banana.
This is 1 banana and 2 avocados. They're all changing every day. I don't know what they'll become. This is me walking down the hallway with a flashlight, because sometimes I forget to turn a light on, but I'm already on my way. These are the 2012 Apple wired headphones, and this is Sappho and Marilyn Monroe. I put them side by side. I'm very proud of this artistic intention, but I'm not sure if anyone else in the house really cares. This is some of a journal entry. I only write entire pages when I'm very angry or very sad. And this is my wretched phone. These are my red glasses. These are my black glasses. This is a GoPro video of me in the pool when I was 13. This is me dancing before I shower. This is me changing the song in the shower. This is me crying behind the bathroom door. This is a gift I got for someone but never got the chance to give them. I thought it was a very green flag. He listened to Lana Del Rey, but now it's just sitting here and I'm not sure what to do. This is my hair on my shoulder. I can still smell last night's shampoo. And this is a vision from someone's very worst nightmare. This is the sun dancing on the ground. It's exactly the kind of thing that makes me inexplicably sad lately. Like earnestness, or 4 in the afternoon. I'm not sure why this happens. Why I get sad over ordinary things. Why my confidence is in my eyelashes. Or why I spill my heart out for people who show me that they do not care. It's all ripe. The best things in my life are things I can't name. A gentle feeling, a kind glance. I'm here for you. Words fall short. These good things can't quite be described. I won't even try. Should I stay? Or should I go? There are a lot of ways for a person to disappear. People do it all the time. I've got the habit of not replying to texts, of saying I'm not going to speak any more words. In January, I decided to take a gap year, disappeared myself. People do things that hurt you, that they would have never done before. And you think, where did the you I know go? Like that, or an angry face across the table. I thought I could disappear in the suburbs. I wasn't supposed to be there. The suburbs are for later, for kids and minivans. If I kept really quiet and really still, it felt like I was licking oblivion. What an ugly thing to do. It was different in the city. In the city, everything feels alive. And each day feels like an accusation. And what did you do today? The suburbs can feel like a caress or a choke. In the city there's beauty but always noise. And I can act like a summer darling, but my feet will get dusty. There's always some dust in the city. Wherever you find me, I'll be holding my breath.
What are we doing today? House is on fire.
I was born here, in Tokyo, on a Tuesday in the summer at 3 a.m. sharp. This was something that just happened. Biological happenstance. I've stayed all this time. I used to swim in the bathtub with goggles on, so water sloshed all out the tub. When I shut my eyes to go to sleep, I saw rainbow dots, like waves. I tried my best to be good. I'm not sure what that means anymore, but I think that to be good so as to be loved can hurt. Does that make sense? I was born into a tub of lemonade and I'm turning it into lemons. I can do that. I can do the impossible. Reverse physics, nonsensical chemistry. I tried to disappear myself in Tokyo too, but I just wound up with more lemons. My mouth is watering. Whether from desire or something sour. I don't know. In the summer, I was really obsessive about the work. Editing until late. The feeling that I had to make something of myself and I had to do it quick. It got really bad. What's it all for? Being something grand or not? Is it better to stay as nothing, or to go someplace far away? There's a difference, I think. We said we'd go to the fields. We never made it to the fields. I didn't have the courage to go. I was afraid of what would happen. We both wanted to see the rolling hills, miles of nothingness. We wanted to see it together. A few years ago, I met a Greek man. He saw me reading a Greek play in Prospect Garden. He took me to lunch at the Greek place in town, and he recited a poem he'd written that morning about Calypso. He introduced me to the restaurant's owner, a man who he said was from the island Lesbos, where Sappho was born. I've never been to Greece, but I've broken bread with this kind, impressive Greek man in the middle of New Jersey. Sometimes I don't have the courage to meet it, and I hide myself away. But still the world taps me on my shoulder and finds me anyway. Saw Kyoto in the rain. Flew from Frankfurt to Berlin, sitting next to a businessman who I would later see checking into my hotel. I wanted to say hello. Excuse me, sir, you and I flew in the air together. I'm mesmerized by just about everyone I meet. I'd rather not say goodbye.
Absolut nicht das Geringste miteinander zu tun. Nicht mehr. Und falls euch das nicht aufgefallen sein sollte, er scheint ziemlich zufrieden zu sein mit seiner langbeinigen, kurzrockigen, nacktrückigen Verlobten. Und ich möchte, dass ihr eure...
I'm in a hotel room in Berlin. My dad left yesterday, so now I'm alone. I walked around the city a little bit, hardly knew what to do with myself. I found The Parent Trap on the TV, in German. flying into a new city. Thoughts of falling in love with a European stranger.
Yes, I'm American. Kind of.
Or discovering new things about myself and coming back transformed. But actually my shoes are neat by the door, and the door is double locked, and I'm watching The Parent Trap in German. In another life, I'm an entirely different version of myself, and everything I do is impeccable and sublime. Nobody knows I'm here. I feel like I could disappear. I asked my dad if I could order a beer. I asked him what he saw in this painting. My dad said he saw an owl. I thought it looked like a woman who'd worn a shirt, but with her hair wet, so it made like 2 wet prints, or like the Regina George shirt. I didn't think my dad would get the hair thing. Well, plus I watched Mean Girls on the plane ride over, so I'm always gonna be the person I fundamentally already am. So even if there were a European stranger in this room with me, it would be so me to do something so laughable, like ask, what do you see in the painting? Do you see the Regina George shirt with the cutout bits, Never mind. You should probably go. When I was 17, my bed frame hadn't come yet, and this room was hardly mine, more just another room in this house. Back then I touched more things than I do now. My existence in the world was more scattered. You could find me in a basement party, or in a short skirt late at night. I didn't know yet that some hellos are goodbyes. The fireflies came in July, but my mind was still in December, landing at JFK as if I hadn't just left. Tokyo felt like a strange dream, dreamed up by a strange dreamer in a very real world. Can I say something laughable? I wanted to invite you over to the house, swim with you in the pool, bodies in water, like that. The bed frame would come. The room would be mine. And in some ways, some goodbyes would be twisted hellos. Sometimes things don't make sense. Or something such that you can't bear to think about it. So you try not to think about it, but you're the kind of person who thinks about everything. When I was 15, I wanted to be an architect. I like to think about people in rooms and what people do in rooms. I wish it were different. What happened in your room? Lately, my dreams are vivid as real life. So it's like I'm conscious all around the clock, and all my thoughts have their own bodies. And everybody I know is a thought. My bed is a crowded place. I wake up in the morning whispering, answering people in these dreams. But dreams are a colorful consciousness. It was only ever me, calling out. Hey, Sappho. What do you know? Do it as long. But maybe there's nothing to say, even though I could try to explain myself forever. In May, I was looking at Mount Fuji, quiet but alive. How do you live with fear? How do you face the sun each day even though, you know, in January I thought maybe I'm capable of doing everything I want. But now, a year later, and I know that I don't have to try for everything. Everything doesn't exist. And I don't have to want the things I think I have to want. I would like to be in a way that it makes me want to stay. Even if it's quietly. Yes. I think I want to stay. Here, let me tell you this. I wake up. It's morning. I think a thought, which is just that, a thought. Eventually, I'll walk into the kitchen with nothing in particular I have to say. I think this would be a pretty good way to start.